We talk about what government can and can't do, and that's where I want to start this conversation. We'll talk about China a little bit later too, with the news from yesterday. But you introduced some bills where the government would induce drilling, or at least induce hydrocarbon production. And I'm wondering does that make sense? If that reminds me of social engineering or corporatism, or the government getting into what the free market should be doing on its own. Does that go against what you would normally do by trying to tell companies how they should be deploying their assets?
Well, let me be very clear. I don't want the government drilling for oil and gas. What I want the federal government to do is get the hell out of the way and let the private sector operate. It's an amazing thing watching the White House's talking points, because they're right now trying to claim these skyrocketing gas prices. They have nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with any government policies. And that doesn't pass the straight face test. Joe Biden, when he was campaigning in 2020, he promised the American people, he said, if you elect me, I'm going to shut down drilling. I'm going to shut down drilling on federal land. I'm going to shut down drilling. End it now. That's what he promised. And if you look at his record, he's put in place policy after policy after policy. It has been a relentless assault, all designed to do everything possible to stop domestic energy production, to stop production of oil in the United States, to stop production of natural gas. And it's had its intended effect. We've seen when Biden became president, the average price of gasoline nationwide was $2.38 a gallon. Today, it's actually, the numbers you have, I think, are one day off now. Today, the national average is $4.71 a gallon. That is a massive impact that is hurting working families across the country. And suddenly, the political operatives in the White House realize people don't like spending $100 to fill their minivan. They don't like spending $150 to fill their truck. And so now the White House is trying to blame everyone else. They're trying to blame the greedy oil companies. They're trying to blame Vladimir Putin. Anyone but the people who actually put these policies in place.
Let me just give you a look at this is a Wall Street Journal today, and it's a bigger. This predates the Biden administration, and it turns out that now the way that certain oil executives are paid has nothing to do with production anymore. In fact, it used to. And that's been changed because of pressure. And it comes from all over the place, from ESG and from some of the financial institutions that have been induced, or because of maybe Larry Fink. He's running a big financial institution, doesn't want hydrocarbon production, so he's pressuring these companies. So it predates the Biden. I would certainly blame it on the left side of the equation, and on climate hysteria is one of the reasons that we've gotten to this point. But it's not Biden. It's everywhere. It's in Europe. You can't look anywhere where there isn't pressure being brought to bear on fossil fuel companies to leave fossil fuels in the ground.
Well, you can look at the United States in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. And listen, I agree with you. Does Wall Street bear some of the responsibility? Absolutely. Does Larry Fink personally? There's a Larry Fink surcharge. Every time you fill up your tank, you can thank Larry for the massive and inappropriate ESG pressure. And by the way, when Trump was president, one of the things I sat in the Oval Office with him and urged him to press back against Wall Street using ESG to try to leverage and force people to stop energy production. America being energy independent is incredibly important for our national security and also for the vibrancy of our economy. But Joe, look, on this show, you guys cover the markets all the time. The White House's talking point on the oil companies is they say suddenly the oil company CEOs are these evil, greedy bastards. Now, I'm not going to suggest to you that oil company CEOs or any other CEOs are wonderful, altruistic Mother Teresas. They all have profit motives. But you know what? They had a profit motive when Trump was president. They wanted to make money, too. And the idea that suddenly things change, if you can just look at the facts for a second, and in particular, Biden sworn in $2.09 as the average price of gas. Now, look at the decisions that Biden made. He starts on January 20th, the very first day in office. He cancels the Keystone Pipeline. That's on January 20th. Then on January 27th, he halts new oil and gas leases on federal lands. Then on February 19th, he rejoins the Paris Climate Agreement. Then on May 7th, he takes 30% of lands off limits for oil and gas. Then on June 1st, he halts drilling in Anwar, the incredibly oil-rich small region of Alaska. Then on June 30th, Congress reverses Trump's natural gas regulations. Then on October 7th, Biden reverses Trump NEPA regulations, which made it easier to drill. Then on October 29th, Interior begins imposing the, quote, social cost of carbon. November 15th, the moratorium on oil drilling in Chaco Canyon. And then right here, February 24th, Russia invades Ukraine. So from here to here, Russia had not invaded Ukraine. That's all Joe Biden. That's government policies. Now, after the invasion of Ukraine, yes, that had an effect driving up prices, but also after that, March 1st, Biden releases oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserves. May 12th, Biden cancels remaining lease sales. And March 21st, the SEC proposes the anti-oil rule. It has been a relentless war of policy. And I point out, Joe, this is what Joe Biden promised us. In this instance, not many instances, but in this instance, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are meeting their campaign promises.
No, I have the tape. Look at me. Look at me. I will end the fossil fuel. I have the tape. I have the tape during the campaign.
Yep.
You know, we had a bleep earlier, and what'd you say? They're not a bunch of Mother Teresas. Did you see that, Becky? We were ready to bleep that again. We were ready, but you came out with, I'm going to start using that with a bunch of Mother Teresas.